Hey guys, Prime Collections here. Um, so today's going to be a very interesting video. One of the questions that I am constantly asked is when is the time to buy a Funko Pop if you happen to miss out on its initial drop? Recently, this question was posed to me by my girlfriend. We missed out on the FunCon drop from Riichiro, and she had asked me when was the time to pick one up. And I said the best thing to do is wait. And she asked me why. And this is what slated the making of this video is I was going to do a breakdown to you guys, basically the prices of different Funko Pops, why there is volatility concerning them, and what is the proper time or when is the proper time to actually pull the trigger on buying a Funko Pop if you have to buy it via a reseller. I'm going to give you guys all that information, all that breakdown in today's video, but let's get right into it so I can give you guys the information you need to help increase your collection. So getting right into it, guys, the question of when to buy for reselling. Well, first off, let's explore what prices are Funko Pops initially when you purchase them. A common is going to be $12. On any retailer site, if you see a Funko Pop with no sticker, it's going to come in at the $12 price tag. Moving up from there, it's going to be your retailer exclusive slash shared exclusives, which are going to come in at $15. Most exclusives, depending on where they're from, either Hot Topic, Box Lunch, Funko, are going to be $15 because A, they have the exclusivity, and B, they have that sticker. So that's going to be the price of your exclusives. Moving up from there, if you have a Funko Pop that has a permutation with a sticker, it's going to be about $20. What I mean by this is if it's an exclusive and then there's something special about it, let's say it's metallic, let's say it's glow in the dark, and it's noted on that pop, it's going to probably be $20 from that specific retailer. I see this a lot with Entertainment Earth and For Your Entertainment. Moving up from there, guys, and this one I'm going to be doing in person. You've got your 6-inch pops here. I'll put that on the screen for you guys. Your 6-inch pops are going to range in about the $20 to $22 range, depending on where they're from. If it's the Funko shop, it's about 20 bucks. If it's an exclusive retailer site, it's about $22 for any standard 6-inch pop. From there, your 10-inch pops are going to be about 40 bucks. And if you decide to go even a step further and you decide to get an 18-inch pop, that's going to go for about $100. So as you guys can see, most Funko Pops can be picked up in the relative range of anywhere between 12 to 20 bucks. A lot of the things that you're going to pick up that are going to be included in your collection and going to be the most amount in your collection are going to be your 4-inch and 6-inch pop vinyls. That's what I see with a lot of people. And with that being said, most pops come in that range of that $12 to $22 range. So as you can see right off the bat, you're not paying much for like any initial pop. But with that being said, what ends up happening is you have a lot of popular variants. Within this year of collecting, myself, I have seen so many things that have sold out extremely quickly. Either A, I've been able to get them, or B, I haven't. And that's how it goes with collecting, is you're not always going to get what you want in your collection. And I know that sounds extremely cliche, but that's the truth of the matter. And that's how it is sometimes with Funko collecting. And then you have to pay reseller prices. And people want to know what is too much, what is, overpaying, what should we do in this situation? Well, in general, with a lot of Funko Pops, what I happen to see is that they will be selling out, and then resellers will have bought a lot of the stock up and they will try to raise the price on the secondary market. The first occasion of this that I actually experienced and I brought with you guys here is my Infinite Deku with Airy Glow in the Dark. When this thing dropped, it sold out in about 20 minutes on the Funko shop and I was able to get one successfully. I was seeing this on the secondary market when this first dropped go for $75, $80, $90 and seeing people paying that and it actually selling. Nowadays, if you go to the secondary market, you can find this Funko Pop for $36, $30, $18, and you can pick it up now for a cheaper price. And that's like the first real instance I noticed of reselling occurring, is where I was like, why is this selling out so fast? And then going to a secondary site and noticing that, oh my gosh, it's being resold for this amount for this price, which blew my mind at the time. But with that being said, as I just noted, nothing is guaranteed in the world of Funko Pops. If you are getting into this hobby specifically for money, it's a tough one to gauge. Me, I do it specifically for collecting sake. Even if I do keep them in the boxes, that is the way I prefer to collect. But in general, a lot of people get into it thinking they're going to make a lot of money, and you have to understand the market. A lot of these pops, the reason that resellers are able to make a lot of money is because they hit on when they are hot. And what I mean by that is they resell when the pop first comes out for double, triple, sometimes 10 times the amount of money, and they get out immediately, and they look at nothing concerning longevity. And that's something that I really want to discuss today, is the fact that longevity plays a lot into Funko Pop collecting, and also limited piece counts. So a lot of times a popular variant is going to sell out extremely quickly, and then depending on what it is, it's going to resell on the secondary market. And with that being said, one of the first examples that I noticed of this besides Infinite Deku was Samurai Brook as well. When Samurai Brook, the Funko Shop exclusive with Chase, dropped, you were seeing that chase go for $320. And on the secondary market today, which is on Mercari and eBay, you can easily find that chase for $165. So as you can see, in a couple months, it's dropped about $110. I'll even bring up Muichiro, which I'm going to be picking up relatively soon. I went onto Mercari this morning and just took a price that I saw randomly from their shop, and just kind of took a snippet of it. But if you guys remember, I was talking about this like a couple weeks ago. Muichiro was going for $150, $160 for the shared sticker. And I said, hold off, wait, because he will drop. Well, everybody's starting to get in their stock. There's even been reported cases of people getting more than what they paid for. And now you're seeing, as you note here, Muichiro being sold for $70. So now that the resellers are trying to make as much money as they can on their return, they're trying to undercut each other. So the price is dropping significantly. May Muichiro go back up in price? Possibly, but nothing is guaranteed in this. With Funko Pop collecting, as I've told you guys, nothing is set in stone. The pops constantly fluctuate based upon sales, and it's based upon supply and demand. How many are out there, how many people want them, and how many are being sold at the time. And a couple more examples that I can point to of waiting it out, and you'll be able to pick this up for about retail price or close to retail price. A couple months ago, or a few months ago, they had the Scooby-Doo 6-pack. I was able to get one for my daughter at retail price from the Funko Shop and put it aside for her birthday. Well, when they were first initially dropped, they were going for $210, $215. Now on Mercari, you can find them for $135, $145, and be able to pick that up. That was a very extremely popular item. I even talked about a while ago, one of my first videos, about a month and a week, was the box of Fun Freddy's. I said that the prices for these were extremely high. I said that to not overpay for them, and they'll eventually drop and you'll be able to pick them up. Well, that was the case for a lot of them. Two of them that I have for my box of Fun, the Prince Adam and the Mass Manager, both, when they dropped, were going for over 150 to 200 bucks. Today on PPG, they are both valued at roughly 50 and 42 bucks, and you can find them respectively for about those prices on Mercari or /eBay. So waiting on those was probably your best bet, because as I said, the prices have dropped. And two I actually have next to me that I wanted to talk about, and this is even more so something that's prudent. The Danny Phantom, which was very popular when it dropped. It was one of the more popular pieces in this box of Fun. It was going for $300, $350 roughly. On PPG, its value right now is about $140, and you're seeing them being sold for as low here as $105. So yes, this may have been $300 when it started out, but it has dropped, as I said it would, and it's about $100. Now, on the flip side of that, you have the Proto Robos here. And Proto Robos, when it dropped, was going for about 40 to 50 bucks. Its value on PPG today is about 85. Now, with that being said, this is what I talk about when I say you don't necessarily have it made if you say a pop is at PPG value, because PPG is just a reference point to where you can start negotiating from. This pop may say 85 on PPG, but sales on Mercari have this going for as low as 38, 26, 22 bucks. So that being said, just because a pop is listed high does not mean that that's the price you're going to get for it. And that goes back to what I say about reselling and buying at the smart time. When is the pop the most popular? When is the pop going to be selling for the most amount? That's really when you don't want to be purchasing. You want to wait till it drops, because that's when people are going to be trying to undercut the market. I see it constantly with this, and it's something that does not ever go away in Funko Pop collecting. There's always going to be resellers trying to get pops and trying to resell them for extreme amounts of money. And that's why there's a certain point where you wait. And you don't want to wait too long. That's something I definitely want to talk about, because a pop could regain value and could stay at a certain price point until a restock comes. An example of this, and a lot of people have talked about this, is Eddie Munson from Stranger Things with his guitar. He was available at Target, everybody was picking him up, and now he has a PPG value of 130. A massive restock for that is coming, and with that being said, that pop is going to drop. And it's going to come down to about 70 to 60 bucks, and that will be the time to pick him up. But once that restock is gone, he's going to shoot back up again. That's what you have to monitor for, is you have to wait a little bit, kind of see when it's going down, and kind of see where it stops going down. Retro is probably going to hit that $60 price point, and it's not going to go any lower. If you can get him for 60 to 70 bucks, heck, if you can get him even for 50, I would pull the trigger, pick him up, because that's going to be the best point to do it. And the same applies for a lot of other pops. Looking at what the values are, looking at when the time to get them is, and basically choosing the right moments to go for them. So basically what I'm saying is, guys, is always be aware of the market in which you are buying your pops from. If you're looking to pick up something because it just came out, you're going to be paying a lot of money usually. With the hype surrounding new pops, there is always a price point being set that is extremely high. I see it every time. I see it happen consistently, and unfortunately, people pay it. And it happens even with things that haven't been released yet, that people get a hold of and they put it out onto the marketplace. So be understanding of that, and be aware of the fact that there's a lot of stock. If it doesn't have a limited piece count, you're probably going to be able to get this for a pretty good price. And even with limited piece counts, it is only based, or price is only based on popularity, want of the pop, and how much it is selling at the time. Because if it's not selling very much, it's not going to be selling for a high price, because the marketplace isn't thriving or isn't really generating the kind of money that they're looking for. So that being said, don't overpay. Watch your market, see what other sellers are selling for, see what the marketplace in general is doing, and then analyze and choose the right time to pull the trigger on pops, so that you don't overpay and so that you can add some awesome pieces to your collection. I've done this throughout most of this year. I've tried to make sure that I get my pops at a relatively good value if they've ever sold out, and I try to make sure that I don't shoot myself in the foot trying to get something to add to my collection or to my girlfriend's collection. So take this information. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. Hopefully you now have a little bit of a better idea of what to pay for pops. Curious about reselling, curious about when to buy from resellers, what to buy, and what to pay. And so hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. If not, I completely understand. And as always, I will see you guys later.